Hi, my name is Virgilio Urbano. Um, I'm actually just a juicer. I'm not selling any websites, any equipment. I'm actually a restaurateur, and I do try to use the finest, freshest ingredients in my restaurant. But this is more about juicing for health. Um, I started juicing a few months ago. Went to Italy with my brother, and we were walking the Coliseum. My knees were hurting, and I was huffing and puffing. And I told my brother, when we get back, we need to, lose some weight. I've dropped about 22 pounds since we came back from Italy by not eating processed foods and stuff. So one of the things that I've done is I've gone from juicer to juicer to juicer. I spent a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of wasted time. Um, and I wish hopefully this video that I'm going to show you is, this video I'm making for you is a video that will save you a lot of time and effort, what you're looking for. The first juicer I bought was the Lalanne centrifugal juicer from Costco for 90 bucks. I thought it was good, doesn't juice greens at all. Everything gets spit out. Look at all these beautiful organic vegetables. This costs money, and you're wasting your money with that. So scratch that one. And matter of fact, I'm not a fan of any centrifugal juicer. They're fast, but they just don't yield greens. And greens are where all your nutrients are. This is what feeds your white blood cells. This is what makes you healthy, prevents cancer, and that's the most important thing. The juice and the other stuff, carrots and all that, that's sugar. It's a bonus to make everything else look good. The second juicer I bought was the Bella Nutripro, and similar to the juicer that I'm going to recommend. Just didn't have enough horsepower. It would jam all the time. About $250 from their website. Do not recommend that juicer either. Third juicer I went to was the Green Star GTE Elite 5000. And it is a big juicer, twin augers, stainless steel grinders, beast of a machine actually. Does about 15% more yield than this particular juicer. It does sorbet, it does baby food. It's a good juicer, good heavy duty juicer. My big beef with that is that it was a pain to clean. I hated it. I hate taking out all the parts, putting in the dual augers. You got to put them in and they don't line up. You got to wiggle them in, take them out. Cleaning them was a pain. The screen was awful to clean. It just wasn't for me. It's a good juicer, very, very good juicer for the money. 500 bucks. And, the juicer above that is $1,000 and similar. So now we're going to go to the juicer that I recommend, and which I think is the best. There's no perfect juicer for everybody. So we got the Omega VRT350HD, and this juicer is what they call a low RPM cold press juicer, and it just crushes the fruit. So I have it all apart. I'm just going to bring the parts over so we can show you how easy it is to put together. And apologize for not having that ready over here. Okay, so this has a scraper that goes in, and it just has a little, you know what side to put it in because there's a teeth in the bottom. There's a red dot here. There's a red dot on here, and you just put that in, and you can see how that locks into place. Then there's your auger that goes in the middle, and then the top piece. You can put this all together and then put it on the machine, and that's it. And the machine will not turn on. There's a magnetic switch over here. It has to be lined up, and that's it. Turn it on. Pretty darn quiet, compared to the centrifugal, they are super, super loud. So the key to success for this particular machine is making sure that the pieces are not too large. You got to let the juicer work and do its thing. You cannot You cannot keep jamming it with stuff because it's going to not juice properly. It's going to jam. The extraction port is going to clog. It's just not going to work, and you're going to hate it. So let the juicer do the work. What I love about this is that you hardly ever need to use this plunger. You can drop it in. Some of the green leaves, you got to push it in a little bit. But overall, it sucks everything in, which I really, really like. That the Green Star with the twin auger, I mean, I had to stand on that thing. And if you're a person that has arthritis or whatever, it can really be a problem. So one other thing, it comes with 2 of these type of tray containers. I went out and bought a Pyrex like this over at Bed Bath & Beyond with a screen. And what I like about this is that it takes all the pulp out ahead of time. And I don't like pulpy juice. I like it nice and clean. And it's just a quicker step. Some people strain it after. Well, I don't know why you want to strain it now, because it's just drip it in, let it do its job. I got a nice big one so that when it fills up with juice, I can get almost a quart of juice without the screen touching the juice. All right, so let's go ahead and turn this on. And I did prep a lot of these vegetables first. Oh, getting a little ahead of myself here. I kind of don't want to. So we got the spinach. I put a bunch in. So the spinach does take a little, it jams in. But like here's an apple. You put it in, and then if you got carrot, goes in, Now if you got really thick carrots and you use, they might jam the machine. I don't know. See that one? That's about maximum, but that seems to be going good. So one of the things you want to do is you want to take the leafy vegetables, and then you want to follow it with something that has juice in it, carrot, piece of celery. One of the things that I see, like these professional people, that have shows and professional videos, and I see them doing this with this juicer. That is a bad idea. And they do it with celery. Celery has all these strands in them, and with the strands, the string is gonna wrap and it's gonna clog this port. So I cut all that, but we want to make sure that all the celery is in everything. Same with this. Look at this beautiful chart. I mean, I've seen people do this, and it's not the way to do it. This has strands in it also. So you cut that in half, and you just chop it up into little pieces in that beautiful rainbow chart. And you can see how many greens I have here. For me, it's all about the greens, and the fruit is kind of a treat to make it taste good. All right. So as you can see, I used the plunger that one time, only because I put a lot of spinach in. But just let it work. Let it do its thing. And so as we're going here and doing this, a couple little things about this machine. It's extremely easy to clean. It's great. You can see our juice coming out here and our extraction here. If this starts to clog, then you will obviously have to take the machine apart and clean it. So I do a mixture. Everybody says, "Oh, don't do too many things." It's what works for you and what you like. So here we got a lot of things going on. I got organic. Everything I use is organic, and I highly recommend that if you're going to juice, that you do organic, because they use pesticides. There's pesticides in the ground. The roots are in the pesticide. I don't care if you wash this. How are you going to get the pesticides out of the chlorophyll that's in it? I just don't believe that you can. So, you know what? If you're going to do it right, you're trying to be healthy. I can't even tell you the good things that have happened to me since I started juicing. I had a couple of elements that have cleared themselves. I had bags under my eyes. They disappeared. I feel good. I have so much more energy. They even say I'm a nicer person at my restaurant to my employees. We're putting this in, and as you can see, this takes time. This is not something that you're going to do in just a few minutes like a juicer. You got a lot of money here. Let it do its thing, and enjoy the time. If you have a juicing partner and one person chops, one person juice, that helps it go a lot faster. So here we are, we're just, putting in our greens. So I got red kale, I got chard, I got baby spinach, I have parsley, I have some mint, I have celery, I have carrots, I have cucumber, and then for sweet, for the sweetness, I have a little bit of watermelon, a really thin piece of pineapple. You can see it's, and a half an apple. So that's to give me a little flavor. I normally I probably put a little less fruit in there, but since today was the lightest I've been, and I feel all energetic and excited, I'm giving myself a little treat. Also, beets. I forgot about the beet. So I put beet in there too, and the beet, has sugar, and the carrots have sugar. So, there's plenty of sugar in this. So, you don't really need to load it up with fruit, especially if you're trying to do max weight loss. Now, if you're just, you're looking for energy and, obviously sugar, that watermelon was a little too big, and I'm glad it jammed, so you can see that it does, will jam, and it kind of swallowed that up. So I also have a couple tomatoes. So, I got, these are organic and they're on sale, and I like them because I don't have to do anything to them. I can just drop those in, and so again, if you know how to use this juicer properly, you'll get maximum extraction. You won't get frustrated. It won't jam on you, and you'll get a great tasting juice. What I like about this is that it's not spinning so fast like a centrifugal, and that heats up the juice. It loses its vitamins. It changes the flavor and the color. I mean, the color on this is so vibrant. Okay, as I'm talking, I'm putting too many things in, but we'll just let that do its thing. And I think the beets are pretty hard, and the beets will they will probably jam, more than anything else, because the beets are so hard. The carrots seem to do okay, as long as you don't, put them in giant pieces. And if they're really thick, if they're small carrots, really thin ones, or the little baby ones you get in the bag, those are no problem dropping those in. All right. So one thing I want to do is I always want to finish it with wet fruit or vegetables, and that kind of flushes the system out. So I always leave some apple or cucumber, or beets or some. Well, the beets I actually put in first because it has all that natural red dye in it, and I like to kind of get that out of the machine. Oh, once again. So I can honestly say when I'm juicing, I've never had a jam. I'm trying to shorten up the video so you don't have to spend so much time, and I can show you, how this thing cleans. So we're gonna try to get this finished up. I usually make a smaller batch, but I'm making a batch for an employee at work, and she loves my juice, and we're gonna go ahead and just finish this up real quick. I'm just trying to think. So the organic vegetables, I go to Costco to get some. I get baby spinach there. I get organic apples there. I get organic carrots there. So you can get some stuff at the warehouse places and save a little bit of money. They got spring mix if you want. They got baby arugula at the one I go to, and I know this changes throughout the country. And it's just one of those things that you have to find. There's a great store out here in Colorado called Natural Grocers, and it's just great because everything in the store is organic, everything. So you don't have to worry about it. I mean, Whole Foods, they look pretty, they're expensive, and it's just one of those things that you have to pick and choose, get stuff on sale. Try to keep things as fresh as possible. I'm actually growing an indoor gardening now, growing my own sprouts. So there's the last piece of cucumber, and we have lemon. If I didn't left that out of the ingredient list, so it's quite the ingredient list. But you know, it tastes delicious. So while that's finishing up, as you can see all this pulp, and we need to help push the juice through there. And as soon as that kind of stops with the still putting out some juice, I will say that's close to being done. We'll turn that off. You kind of get your finger through there and get the rest of that juice out of there. And you can, you know, I mean, there's quite a bit of pulp in here. If you don't strain it, I'll show you what you're going to come up with. You know, if you don't strain it, this is what you get. And you know, some people like it. It's not quite for me. Actually, I could probably use this and make a some kind of brownie out of it. But so I'm just gonna kind of show you. You can see all that fruit. Look at the pulp. There's not that much. I mean, the Jack LaLanne used to have triple this because it wasn't compacting it. So I mean, that's not bad. So you pull this thing apart, and you can see, you know, you got your auger in here. I mean, you know, it rinses right off. Very simple. The screen comes out. Everything comes out. You rinse it out. 2-3 minutes. You're done cleaning. It's beautiful, beautiful. So I wish that somebody gave me, you know, this advice. Everybody says, oh, but I'm telling you, if you're like someone like me who is not doing a ton of wheatgrass, because if I was going to do wheatgrass, I'd just go buy one of those $50 hand wheatgrass juicers that's made for wheatgrass, and they do the best job. And because I don't know, when you do wheatgrass and you kind of see God in the morning, you kind of wonder, you know, you should be doing it. But I've done it. It's not for everybody right now. It's not for me. I want to do wheatgrass, but it's not working for me. So, but the Omega VRT350 HD. One little tip. I got mine just a week ago at Macy's. They carry for the same price they sell it at Amazon. They had a 20% off sale. They always have sales going on. You apply for a card, you get another 15% off. So it was a great deal. I got it the same day. If there's any issues, I can just drive it back there and return it. No problems. You don't have to, as much as I love Amazon, you know, you can get it right now. And I was shocked they have it. Go online, check the store. I'll tell you if they have it, so you're not running around all over town. There was only one Macy's in the whole area that had it. So I hope this helps you in your journey to buy the perfect juicer, which there is no such thing, but this one's pretty darn close.